Yo, welcome back to Infant Investors, the home for all new and non-investors. I'm Curtis, and today we're back with another video, and we're talking about the Evarvest 9000. No, that's not a brand new ETF. No, that's not an index tracking 9000 stocks. What it is Evarvest, the new investment platform, the new commission-free investment platform that will launch with exactly, wait for it, 9,626 stocks and ETFs. Look, I'm very excited about this, so I'm going to give you a quick breakdown of some of the stocks that will be available. I'm also going to do a little search of investment opportunities, the way that I might search for investment opportunities, and see if they come up in the list. So it'll be really interesting. So if you like that, please like the video, please comment, please subscribe. On a mission to get to 2,500 subscribers, so with your help we can get the world of investments out to more people in a simple, clear, concise manner. But let's crack on. Evarvest 9000. So for those of you that don't know, Evarvest is a new investment platform. I've already got a video reviewing Evarvest, so I'm not going to go into it in more detail. Please check that video, the link will be in the description. But in essence, it's a new commission free platform, and as you guys know, there are a lot of incumbents planning to penetrate the UK and Europe. There are talks of Robinhood coming into the UK. We've obviously got Evarvest. Free Trade is obviously trying to expand into Europe. Revolut is going into Europe and in the UK as well with their own trading platform. So a lot more commission free options will be available, and the big differentiator, apart from UX, brand and a few other factors, the main differentiator between all of these platforms will be the amount of stocks you've got available. I often liken this game to like Netflix. If you've got a Netflix competitor, you will either go to Netflix or you will go to another competitor if they've got the most movies or the most TV shows or the most relevant TV shows and movies that you want to watch. If they don't, then obviously you're potentially going to go to another competitor or stay with whatever TV OTT brand that you're sort of on at the moment, and that's the same here. So I'm really excited to see what they have. When you go on their community, obviously they mention they've got the 9,626, and they also say it's just the beginning, so obviously there should be a lot more coming their way. So I downloaded the document, and as you can see, the beast of a document here just shows you all of the different stocks, and I'm in 6,496 and it's still going. We can see Arc Kalor Mittal, don't know, it sounds like some Game of Thrones stock, I don't know what that is. We've got Samsung ADRs here, Hornback, we can just move on from that, and like there's just loads, there's absolutely loads. So it's really exciting to see so many stocks available on this platform, so much more opportunities to get wealth and to find really good investable opportunities. So I go onto Simply Wall Street, and when I sort of start to look at stocks, I do this in a number of ways to try and find different investment opportunities. One of the ways that I do that is that with my current portfolio, there is this little blue link here, which is discover stocks based on this portfolio. And what Simply Wall Street does really cleverly is understand my style of investing by the stocks that I pick, and then obviously curate a set of available stocks and options that might be tailored to this portfolio. So when I click on this link, it then shows to me a variety of options: Boeing, Bristol Myers Squibb, Applied Materials, Ameriprise, and so on and so on. Now, Boeing, I already know that's on free trade, so I'm going to skip. Bristol Myers Squibb, we already know that's on free trade, and I've done a video, stock to watch on Bristol Myers Squibb, so check that out. The link is in the description, and I probably will invest in Bristol Myers Squibb on free trade. Applied Materials, I'm not too sure whether or not that's on free trade, so I'm going to skip that one. But Ameriprise Financial, I know the financial stocks available on free trade because I did a lot of research about that at the beginning, and I know for 100% fact that Ameriprise Financial is 1000% not on free trade. So if I click into Ameriprise Financial and I start sort of doing my due diligence, I might see, okay, this is what's happening with their performance over the last year, the last 12 months. We can see that it's undervalued by over 50%, which is something that I like to see. The PEG ratio is a little bit high for my liking. I try to keep it, with 1 on under, but if it is over 1, I try and keep it within the 1 and 2 X, but at least they've got a good price to earnings ratio, and they've got a decent price to book ratio. Future performance is a little bit modest for my liking, but you know, obviously, at least it's positive rather than negative. But to be honest, it's probably a little bit modest for my liking. We go down to health, which is really really important for me personally, and we can see that obviously they've got a lot of assets, and they've got a debt which has been reducing, but their debt is covered by their assets, which is good, by their short term assets as well. And yeah, they've got a better debt outlook, and the dividends is a little bit slow for my liking, a little bit modest again. But let's say for argument's sake that I wanted to invest in Ameriprise Financial, we need to find out whether or not this is going to be available. So I'm just going to hit Command F, and I'm going to type in Ameriprise. Boom. And as you can see, it's ticker symbol AMP. Let's just confirm it. Ticker symbol AMP, Ameriprise Financial. Something that's not available on free trade is guaranteed to be available on Evarvest when they launch. So that's just one example of a stock that's already available for something that I've kind of researched. Another way to sort of look at stocks is that you can go to this idea section and click on new filtered view, and this is where you can filter the different levers, the different sort of sorting options that are sort of most important to you, from market cap, discount cash flow, market ratios, future earnings growth, past earnings growth, performance ratios, debt equity ratio, dividend yield, insider buying, share price, blah 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 blah. So I'm going to just pick a few. So I'm going to say let's go dividend yield, and let's say I want ones that's going to have a dividend yield of, I'll take that off. I'm gonna be bold here. I want some money. Wait, no, that's not enough. I want at least 8% dividend yield, for example. But I also want a company that has a low level of debt compared to its equity. So I'm gonna put that down to about 34, because that's what happens. So what it does, it then gives you a list of stocks that fits that criteria, and in this scenario it's only given me 5 stocks. So Falcon Materials, Ethan Allen Interiors, Cato, AH Bello, and Blue Capital Reinsurance. So for argument's sake, I'm just going to pick one. Let's just go with Cato. And Cato is the Cato Corporation, together with its subsidiaries, operates as a specialty retailer of fashion apparel and accessories, primarily in the southeastern United States. The last end, blah blah blah. Okay, cool. So you can see the graph. You can see that it's not that undervalued. Maybe there's something wrong with their earnings there. You can see the future performance 11.6, which is decent, but still, I'd probably like to see a bit higher, but it's okay. Health of the company is obviously good because that was one of my criterias. It's got no debt. Which is brilliant. And it's a 9.27% dividend. So for me personally, I wouldn't consider this a growth stock, but I'll definitely consider this to go part of my dividend portfolio. And a 9.27% dividend, it has no debt. And if it's sort of maintained its share price level, you're potentially guaranteeing yourself this amount of a return on an annual basis. So let us see whether or not Cato is part of here. So Ameriprise was there, which is good. I'm going to type in Cato. 1 of 1. Oh wait, 3 of 3. So Horace Mann Educators HMN. No, that's not what we want. Let's go to the next one. Boom. Cato Corporation, row 714. So again, let's just double check. The ticker symbol is Cato. So again, another way I found a stock, and that stock seems to be available on Evarvest. Now that is just 2 different ways that I sort of research stocks, and there's obviously multiple ways to do so, but just with 2 random examples, I've managed to find both stocks available on the Evarvest platform for launch, which is really really exciting. So I'm definitely going to be signing up to Evarvest once it launches. I'm definitely going to create a portfolio of Evarvest. Even when Free Trade do get their investment platform, there will be an additional 3,000 stocks. So Evarvest will still have 6,626 stocks more at the time that Free Trade launched their new investment platform. And I think there's no harm in having healthy competition and making sure you have more options available to achieve whatever it is you want to achieve. So I'm really really excited for it. Head over to evervest.com and just enter your email, and you can join the waiting list, and then obviously you will be informed when they launch these new stocks. But yeah, I just wanted to give you that quick update on Evarvest 9000, and it'll be exciting to see this launch. Hope you like this video. Please like, please comment, please subscribe. If you've got any questions, I'll be sure to try and help if I possibly can. And obviously I'll be back next time with another investment video. Happy investing.